One of the most pristine settings in all of sports. In the shadows of the San Gabriels, the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. And it will come alive when the powder blue-clad fans start the 8-clap and UCLA ready to roll. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Washington Huskies taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. First down for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Midfield, he's got room. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 3.
He's loose. Quarterback gets enough. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Trying to surge it in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Armstrong. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This crowd trying trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback adapted. He's going to take a shot right away. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Looking for space. It's Coleman. One-step grab, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Williams will pass. He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Washington sends out the punt team. He'll call for the fair catch here. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You've really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the returner goes down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Right on target with that last pass. Now it's 2nd and medium. Williams looking for a man. Fires left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Quarterback now breaking the field.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. They'll run the sneak for it. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The inside handoff. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Williams will pass. Got it! He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Gilmore. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The hand to the running back. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Armstrong. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dables.
And the pass hits, picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. There was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds a man on the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Harden. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Touchdown, UCLA! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Makes a move. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
Ooh, definitely dodged a bullet there. Listen, the quarterbacks don't run with the football all the time in practice, and they're not used to all that contact sometimes. Have a tendency to cough it up a little bit. A bad play because he coughed it up? Could have been worse, though. Good thing he landed on it.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. They're bringing heat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Finds his big tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
I mean, the great news is you just came up with a huge completion on third down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you were first and second down. Moving forward in this game, the offense has got to do a better job early in the drive to at least give them a chance to have some success.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive line stands on the result of the play. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Running back goes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll go right back to him. And stampeding through the defense. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the change. It's at the 22.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Man, you've given up this drive and then come down the field. You had such an opportunity to get the pick and close the door and shut down the drive and not give up points. That's a big missed opportunity for this defense.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Williams will pass. He looks that one in nicely. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Throwing right. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds his man enough for the 1st. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. The D coordinator's got to love that.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get them behind the sticks a little bit.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Washington.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
UCLA, 10, Washington, 7.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's going to pass. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bruins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if we're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers, what about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Quarterback on the keeper. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got room at the 35. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Give to the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Toss to the outside. He's knocked down in the backfield. A swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one splits the uprights. guys. After the field goal, now they have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line. And first down for the offense.
Offense in a bunch formation. Williams looking for a man. He's going to take off. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bruin! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
If you're laser focused on defense, you're dialed into the quarterback, and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest. Takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Armstrong. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Williams will pass. He's got the tight end. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw for it. Unleashes one deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on fourth down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot, and he's dragged down. When the defense loses you like that, you have to find a way to make sure the quarterback sees you.
Man, I guess that's waving your arms. Hey, I'm open. I never really understood that because I never feel like you're running as fast, but he got by the defense. Quarterback gets outside.
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
On second down, just keeps firing. Grabbed behind the line, it's Gray. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with a lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Hit as he throws. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Williams looking for a man. Dumps it to the back. Got the quick pass. Oh, no, the ball popped out. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Turns it on in midfield. Hit the gas can wide open ahead. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
first down of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And he clumps it up inside the 20. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
He uncorks one deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Williams will pass. Finds his big tight end. Jumped on top of the pile.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. On the run, still looking. At the 35, he's open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking for a gap. It's Washington.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now sliding to his left. Under heat, he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's 4th down.
It's so much easier said than done. Oh, stay in bounds. Well, you got to focus on the catch and the ball coming to you and playing off the defender, and there's so many things that go into it, but he definitely looked like he stepped out, and now it's decision time because 4th downs are coming.
Across the 25, he's got room. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Williams looking for a man. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Feeling some heat. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. And down he goes back with the 3.
Here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covered. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. Because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Power football with the run. And the Bruins will keep this drive going. With the clock running, this should be the final play. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff.